I watched Visionaries, Knights of the Magical Light, Episode 2. Here's what happens. Picking up where Episode 1 left off, Arzon is fighting Virulina, and as their weapons clash, the staff genie is like, "Can I go now?" Then some more bad guys drop in, but Arzon activates his animal totem chest magic thing and turns into a bird. This bad guy turns into his chest animal and snatches the bird, and then they steal his power staff. Next, these two bad guys are mucking about in the junkyard and whining about how they don't have their own power staffs. But they remember that Merklin said everyone who didn't get a power staff would get some other cool later. And then they discover an ancient vehicle amongst the trash, and although it shouldn't work because all motors stopped working years ago, the vehicle is operational, and the dudes conclude that this must be the power that Merklin was talking about. It's the ability to make cool vehicles work again. Nice. They use the vehicle to chase down Witterquick. He uses his staff genie to escape, but he encounters another bad guy and tries to staff genie away again, but the power is depleted. Because if you remember, your staffs have a reserve of power that has to be recharged at the wizard's magic pond frequently. So yeah, luckily he can still turn into his chest animal. However, he is ultimately captured. Next, the bad guys target these two. They capture the bear boy, but Galadriel turns into a dolphin and swims away. And over at the good guys HQ, they are reminiscing about the previous episode. The dolphin lady arrives and informs them that Darkstorm has been kidnapping their allies, totally killing their buzz. Leoric doesn't know what to do, so he decides to ask his staff genie for guidance. The genie says, "Become one with the circle of light," which was not helpful at all. The bad guys storm their base and catapult a messenger that demands they surrender. They say no, and then they catapult him back. So, the bad guys decide to attack, and this one guy's staff genie is a giant werewolf monster. And the good guys are like, well, that guy's staff genie is clearly overpowered. This is not even fair. And the werewolf easily breaches their walls, but his power staff runs out of charge, and then he discovers a cat, so he stops to pet it. Then this yellow dude jumps from the window with a giant pair of tweezers, but he's captured. And the rest of the team leaps into action, and this one bad dude turns into a spider and hypnotizes Galadriel into thinking that a giant tidal wave is coming, and she begins to freak out and cry, thinking that they're all going to drown. But her animal totem is a dolphin. It's a water animal. She's gonna be fine. It would probably just be fun. So the whole gang is captured and brought to Darkstorm's lair, where Darkstorm demands they swear allegiance to him. And this guy says the fact that he's asking them that is it's very obvious that he has a real insecurity issue. Then the bad guys steal his animal totem with his x-ray machine and throw the rest of the gang into the dungeon. And down in the dungeon, Leoric says that they can never be stopped if they work together. And then they decide to officially form their team and name it the Spectral Knights. Then this evil dude that was keeping guard is like, "Shut up," and drowns them. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.